What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Even though it's Sunday, I have so much to do. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's go. What was I doing? Okay, is anyone back?
I am back. Sorry about that. I had to check on mom. She had an asthma attack earlier in the week, and I've just been kind of helicopter parenting, if I could even call it that. Just doing a quick swing by, like, you okay? I heard you cough. You need water?
the one cough, and it's like, oh, okay, no.
Yeah, sure. Like that one cough from just eating something that had like pepper or something on it.
Yeah, you're like one step to like just step like breaking out, not breaking out, but wiling out.
I know one time she wasn't feeling well. She was well the next day, and I'm like, "Are you okay? Everything good?" She just goes, "Leave me alone." I'm like, oh, wow. She's just
That's
like, leave
funny.
me alone. I'm watching my program. Look, I'm just checking on you.
That's hilarious. Okay, here we go. Switching over. Gotta do it manual. I don't have any of my saves. All right, you know what? I probably should put this on the first page. There we go. Because I'm going to be looking up and down constantly. I don't even know what the topics we're going to be talking about. I know, well, we know the one of them, but the other two. Pop, we're going to do something a little different this week since it's just you and me. It's going to be
Okay.
Joker's choice or whatever your choice is. Just basically, I have no idea. No prep, no nothing. So whatever. I know there's so many to choose from on the polls from this week. So
okay, wait. What I'm gonna put all the topics in like this randomizer to pull from, and we'll just do it that way.
Okay, that's cool. Well, we know the primary topic, which is fine.
Yeah.
But the other two, it's just like we could just basically do a randomizer on it. I'm fine with that because my goodness, there was just so much to do, so much to talk about. It was ridiculous. Let me start the recording just to be on the safe side so I don't forget like I did last week. So, okay. So that's good. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Hope everyone's having a great Sunday.
All right, I am spinning the wheel.
Okay. Well, don't even tell me. We'll do it when we get across it. Just let me choose the two topic. Just spin the wheel twice, and then just choose the two topics, and then we'll just go with it.
No shot that it chose this first. Oh, that's sorry.
This is funny.
Like I should have known, but
knowing
it's just funny.
Okay, hold on. Freaking hilarious. So, what level are you now in Neo 3?
On my PlayStation account, I'm like a little over 100.
Jesus.
Okay, those are our two topics. PC, I had just finished the first map.
What level are you on the PC? Are you behind on the PC? Like level?
Yeah, but only because I haven't.
You've been focusing.
No, I should be above on PC because I've been a little bit more thorough with how I do things.
Okay.
All right, I have the two that have been pulled.
Okay, so I'll give you time to pull up whatever the statements or whatever you want for those two topics, and then I'm going to come in blind on whatever you're going to talk about. Then I'll give my opinions.
This is going to be fun.
This is going to be fun.
It's going to be the two. It's going to be the two that I was expecting it to land on. I'm like, you know what? It's 5 different topics. They can't win.
It's either or, man.
My RNG said, "Who can't win?"
It's like bet.
Should have let you spin. Is that we're not going to talk about this?
Man, I have too many hats. I don't want to do it. I don't want to wear an additional hat on that. I'd rather have you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm totally fine. I'm fine with whatever dealer's choice is for you. But guys, hey, welcome to CFG Game Cast. I hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Like as always, this is a podcast, an interactive podcast. We love talking to everyone that is live on Twitch and on YouTube to be a part of the conversations to whatever we talk about. But so if there is something you want to chime in on whatever we say, just put it inside the chat. We will love to discuss it with you and go from there pretty much. So like I said, like I was just saying earlier, there was just a ton of stuff to go over just this week alone. It's insane on how much stuff was happening that happened in just a week's time, which we thought the week before was bad. This is like 10 times worse, 10 times crazier. So but guys, so we'll just start the recording here and we'll go from there. As you can see, Smitty is out. He won't be back until next week. Actually, come to think of it, is next week the last podcast that I have until I come back from Japan? Oops. No, I got one more.
March. It's March 1st. Yeah, I say you should have one more because it's
Okay, I
March
got one more.
1st, and then whatever's after March 1st, and then the 12th.
2 weeks. Okay. So I'll find. We'll see if we can find some special guests for that one. Ooh, Pop, did you just disappear? Ooh, no, that's not good.
You snatched me away.
There you go. Now you're back.
I've been kicked off. You heard it here first.
Just right there.
I'm getting fired.
She got blacklisted, literally. Just how that was. But guys, okay, but anyways, we'll get this started here. Oh, my chat's down, so that is also not good.
I have it up if we need to read it.
Okay, we good. Okay, cool. We got it up. Okay,
we're good. Okay.
All right, so here we go. Welcome to the CFG Game Cast, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. We stream a new episode every week and release on all podcast services, so do us a favor and show us some love by liking, following, subscribing, commenting on our Twitch page, twitch.tv/CFG Games, or on our YouTube at the CFG, or go to our main website, confreaksandgeeks.com, to not miss an episode. I am Mr. CFG Games himself, Davis Green, and with me today, I got my one awesome co-host today. I got Pop in the second seat. What is going on, Pop? How are you doing?
Smitty's gonna crash out at the one awesome co-host. I was gonna say he's gonna come back like, wow, I missed one day and I'm not awesome anymore.
He's not here. So you know what? The people that show up get rewarded. Yeah. There you go.
No, you don't.
Simple as that.
I've been doing good though. I've been going through Neo 3 and Kiwami 3, trying to plan out things for these upcoming speedrunning events. And next Sunday I have the GDQ block party where I'll be doing Warriors Abyss once again, but with the 1.6 update or 1.06, however they do it. It'll be update number 6 that gets done, because I can't play on update 5 when the game's been updated to 6. Almost at 400 subs. If I can roll back, I definitely don't know how. I've never tried.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know that.
Plus, there have been some character balances that have happened in the recent patch that I would not want to roll back because they've been really good about how they do character balances and buffs and things. No one's been nerfed, to my knowledge. If they nerf someone, then I'll try and find a way to go back. But almost at 400 subs on YouTube after a good week of streaming. I think I'm like 4 subs away.
Nice.
No, overall just been a good week of gaming. Spring break is on the horizon, and then after spring break is a home run. It's the final home stretch of the last countdown. Yeah, it's like the last 5 weeks.
I bet you. But who's counting, really? But still,
I am.
Oh man,
starting tomorrow.
Yeah, it's funny. So wait, but Kiwami 3 though, how you liking it?
It's probably around a 7 out of 10 for me, only because the combat's good. There's some things that are a little bit questionable. And by questionable, you know how I feel about the getting upgrades in the games, and how I'm like, I hate Zero because you had to dump so much money into upgrading and unlocking skills. Kiwami 3 is similar in Dark with getting the health and attack up, and then you have dojo points. Dark Ties, it's all nothing but money. So freaking Mine is just broke every time I decide to unlock or like upgrade one of his things. I'm just like, it costs money to be strong. I will say the combat, it is definitely fun. Story, it's some stuff that got cut from 3, like the orphanage part that was a main part of the story ends up being side-ish stuff, and then they add like another side thing to be a part of the story. I'm like, they kind of could have kept the orphanage stuff, but that's just me. I just feel like it flowed a lot better. It would have flowed a lot better if they would have kept the orphanage stuff. But
But
What
would you
went
say
from
that?
being like the strongest part of the story, or the strongest in the series when it came to the story, is now like Kiwami 3. It's definitely, I mean, they obviously it's a remake, like, so we're redoing a lot of things, but it's definitely, for me, it's definitely the weaker of the
The three.
remakes. But
But then again,
yeah,
though,
I've
too,
always
the
hated
three
Kiwami's
was.
though.
Yeah, I was gonna say three was. Well, you weren't fans of Kiwami in general, or you just weren't fan of three. Of the three, just
Oh,
three in
I never
general.
liked Kiwamis in general.
Oh.
Kiwami 1, Kiwami 2, I did not like them.
Hmm.
They're fun to play, but like there were some things that, and this isn't like a nostalgia thing, or it's not like a, oh, back in my day it was much better when, no, it's just one of those things where it's just like there were some things that felt a lot better or made a lot more sense in the original than them just,
Hmm.
be like, we're gonna do this now.
Interesting. That's funny, but that no. Well, I don't know. I liked Zero. I was a fan of Zero. I've been trying to finish up Kiwami 1, but every time I always put it in the back burner because there's always something else that comes out. So and I do have all of them. I just except for the newest one, the Pirate Yakuza one.
I
I
will
don't have that one.
say Kiwami 3 and Dark Ties is definitely something that needs to be played after touching Infinite Wealth, because there are some like major changes, because they announced that they were working on like a new, because there's going to be a main timeline and a new timeline. Kiwami 3 does not make the later games not canon. It's just literally they're making a whole universe thing, and I'm like, just because Sonic did it doesn't mean y'all have to. Let these people retire or die.
They can't.
TM.
It's their catch. It's their cash cow. So you know it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
So there you go. It's like,
I feel like we're getting the Persona treatment in a way.
well, I don't know. See, Persona's a little different though, because Persona they take whatever time they need to finish whatever they need to finish. Like that's why the game always feels kind of, or there's always a secondary version of it, but it does. It's not like it's manufactured the way. Like I mean, when's the last Persona? Persona 5 was in 5 years ago, so maybe 6. So it's been a while. Although they have been making
Strikers is canon, but completely
spin-offs.
Different in terms of mechanics.
Strikers was a spring break trip instead of like the whole thing was that's what that was. So it was still a side story. I mean that's the one thing I will say about Persona. They love doing these weird they
canonical side stories.
Yeah, outside the box, like Persona 5 Tactica and the dancing one and then some other stuff. But but when it comes to their core story, they take their sweet time. And and there's no problem with it. I have no problem. Hence, I mean, they made Metaphor too, the same group. So I'm like, you know what? Do what you got to do. You do you, boo boo. so no, but no. Okay, I was just wanting to get your 2 cents on it because I know we haven't really talked anything about it.
It's not a bad game. Just you know how I am about stories, like.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that drew me to the franchise was the story itself. That, and it's just hilarious how Kiryu is just like, I'm gonna go and live my life, and life itself is like, nah, no, you're not. You're gonna take everyone's beef and make it your beef.
Kiryu is just a funny guy. I mean, his life in general is just a funny guy. Like when you really seriously think about all the stuff that he does, like the box car, the what's it called, not the box car racing, the
pocket racer.
Yeah, the pocket racer, and like going to the disco and doing all these different things. I mean, like there's just so many different things that his life. You know what? He could possibly be the Japanese version of George Costanza from Seinfeld, essentially, when it comes to this kind of thing. Because I mean, no one just is in tune with so many random series of unfortunate events and stuff, just as much as Kiryu has.
You're not wrong.
History. So yeah. So
how have you been?
Oh man, I've been doing good. I've been preoccupied with releasing our the first podcast episode of Anime Nokori, which is officially out now, which you can get on any podcast services out there. So you can go to animenokori.com. We talked about Gachi Akata, and it was a really fun discussion. So definitely check that out on podcast services or on YouTube as well. So there you go, shameless plug. And then also I was going to this weekend I just was looking at the walls, and I was looking at my rooms, and I was like, I really don't like Wi-Fi or wireless, especially for computers, and especially when you're streaming. You don't usually want to put your stuff on wireless anyways. You want hardwire connections. So I was like, you know what? I really want to get hardwire connections. So I decided to start wiring my house, like with Cat 5 or Cat 6 connections in the walls to make outlets. And so originally I was like, oh, how much is this going to cost from a person to do this? And it's like they were going to charge like $300 for it. I was like, just put wires down the wall.
Wow.
And so I was like, no, I think I could do it myself. So that's what I did. Took me 4 hours yesterday, but I did it. I even made my own cables. So I did all of it. So I was just like, okay, cool. So just got a spool, and then just had some just wired the thing myself. Took a while, but it's definitely worth it. I still need to make more cables though, because I decided to have 2 Ethernet ports in each room. So it's,
how did it feel like doing that on your own? Like, was it I did it kind of like a gas yourself up kind of moment?
Not really, because I'm a network engineer and that's what I do.
Okay.
So I know how to do it. It's just a matter of being lazy, because it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work regardless, because you're going into your attic, you're lining the things, you're making sure you're not near any power connections, you're making sure you're going the right way and all that stuff. It's just a lot of things. It's just that you have to go through, and so I mean, I think in general, if you always choose DIY, you should always pat yourself on the back regardless of what you do, because you're saving yourself a lot of money and time and stuff. It's just pray to God that it's working. It works the way you're wanting it to. That's all. That's all. Like my next thing I'm going to do myself is I'm going to flush out my own radiator, or my own my water heater. So like that is going to be something that I'm going to be like, am going to be worried about, but still, it saves like $500,
Oh,
so,
absolutely. Like,
yeah,
I actually have a friend that's 3D printing what's called this underwire set, so I can do my custom cable management under my desk without having to spend hundreds of dollars getting all these cable management kit. I can just drill a couple of holes underneath my tabletop, stick and clip the cables that need to be put under there the proper way, and be done.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. See, that's great. That's what I definitely love. That's just so freaking it's freaking nice. It's like it does. You're right. It does make you feel satisfied when you do all that stuff. So, but as for gaming though, I've been playing I've been playing a lot. I've been playing Neo 3 a little bit. I know we played a little bit earlier this week. I need to play some more. I'm still far behind. But
if you end up streaming it tomorrow, because I know you're trying to stream again.
Yeah, that is true.
I'll be down for a couple of missions.
I'm definitely down to stream it. Well, definitely. Well, if everything goes straight the way I need it to be, then we'll see. But yeah, I'll let you know. But yeah, definitely playing Neo 3, finishing up on Trails of Cold Steel 4. So finally be able to go to Trails of Reverie, so I can start finally doing Trails Through Daybreak. So I'm 3, like I am so far behind. It's so ridiculous. And you know what's funny? I kind of came to a realization that I might need to put Marvel Rivals on hold completely, like on an indefinite hold.
Wow.
Because I realized, like, after playing Trails and playing some Neo and stuff, I've been coming to the realization that I haven't really been playing straight up like story-based games for a long period of time. And then I've been just wanting to kind of get back in on that again, because I enjoy. Mm-hmm. I prefer any day of the week. I will always prefer story driven, always.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think that it's just so now but since there was a very few and far between that I was even interested in the first place, I was like, I'm good, man. I don't want it, until recently,
Mm.
as of late. So I've been on this kick on just wanting to finish up these RPGs that are on my list and stuff, and then go from there. So like I still
I
need
think
to
that's
finish.
probably why like I've had this strange wanting to replay some of the RPGs that I do have in my library, like a weird kick to just do that. And it's nothing against, Warriors Abyss. I absolutely love that game. But like when I really sat down and I thought about last year, there weren't really any story driven games that 100% caught my attention.
Yeah, the only story driven game that I played last year was Expedition 33. That was it, and like all the other stuff, I didn't care, and that just says a lot. That just says volumes. And I was just like, yeah, I can't do this. I need to start playing back into it.
It was a fantastic year for gaming last year.
It was.
When I thought about even like looking at I think it was my Steam recap, it was just like, yeah, you bought this many new games, and here's how here's how you played your library. It was 50% everything I had already owned, and 50% new games.
Yeah, no, it was. I will say last year was a very interesting. It's a very, very interesting year. Well, I mean, overall, like I think it was a very strong year of gaming, but when it came to like like overall like my interest of like what was coming on, I was kind of meh throughout that. I didn't have any expectations on anything, and that's very, very rare. Trinetta LaRue says try Banishers. I don't know what Banishers is, but I will definitely look that up. So that's good.
I don't know what that is either.
Okay, cool. But thank you. I know you all want to talk about our whole I don't even know what we're talking about, but the whole thing about
gaming blues.
Yeah, gaming blues or gaming lol. Yeah,
I don't know.
Perfect way. Gaming lol. That's a good way. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah. So let's go to the normal rigmarole that we like to do each and every week. So each of us chooses a topic of discussion in the world of video games. The topic would or could be a game itself or something that happened in the gaming industry, and we do not want to talk about this amongst ourselves. We want you, the listeners and viewers on Twitch, on at CFG Games. What, right? Jeez, I'm all over the place. CFG Games on Twitch.
Smitty isn't here to stare at you.
Or on YouTube at the CFG. So if there is something you want to chime in on whatever we talk about, we encourage you to type it inside the chat. We would love to talk with you and go from there. So this week has been a barn burner of just different things that were happening. Like just like they all didn't connect with each other, but somehow they were big impacts in general, just regularly in general. So on Friday evening, Friday late evening, the news broke out that Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, and Sarah Bond, who was the president of Xbox, are leaving the company. Phil Spencer is retiring, and Sarah Bond just put in her thing to leave, so she's leaving. And so the reason, and then Xbox announced that Matt Booty is going to be promoted as and the AI exec Asha Sharma is named the new Xbox bosses now. So what the heck happened? So basically, I'm reading this post from IGN itself. And this is what they said. So Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer, who has been in Microsoft since he joined as an intern in 1988, which I had no idea was that long, with Xbox since the software giant launched its first console in 2001, is retiring. Sources familiar with the matter who are not authorized to speak publicly confirmed to IGN Spencer's retirement is effective on Monday, February 23rd. Meanwhile, Xbox President Sarah Bond, long thought by many on both sides and outside of Microsoft to be Spencer's heir apparent, has resigned. The new CEO of Microsoft Gaming will be Asha Sharma, currently the president of Microsoft's core AI product. Finally, Xbox Game Studios head Matt Booty is being promoted to Chief Content Officer and will work closely with Sharma. Oh my God. Okay, so first off, we already knew that Xbox is already going on the downhill slide because of the increases, the console increases, the increase of Xbox Game Pass, the removal of certain things of Xbox Game Pass and such.
Yeah.
But the fact that the big two people that have been pushing that's been like basically reigning over Xbox is now gone, is now leaving, and then now the new regime is going to be Matt Booty, who's been there now in an official C-suite role, and the brand new person, what's her name, Asha Sharma, who I have no idea who she is, but she is is currently an AI exec. Kind of, man, I don't even know the direction that this is going to go, but it just by the normal statements of this doesn't sound good.
At all.
This does not sound good. I like to want to keep an open mind because, I mean, eventually people get old. I mean, Phil Spencer's I did not know that Spencer's been there since 1988. That's crazy. He's there.
Yeah,
he was
started
there
as an intern.
Yeah.
And then just crawled up the ladder. Listen, if you're an intern out there, you can be the CEO someday.
Right. But what's worse than he was there.
Yeah.
He was there like 13 years before consoles.
Yeah.
Like, it was like it's crazy. And then when it finally came that he was going to be working on it, then that's when. So he was there since day zero, negative day zero, at Microsoft, and let alone I'm assuming that he was still like some sort of part of Xbox when it first came out. In like
him and Bonds are responsible for making Xbox take off during the 360 era.
Oh, that is true. That is true. That's
they're responsible for getting Microsoft all of that cash and kind of just Xbox 360, Xbox One, like that whole era of Xbox. They're responsible for that.
Yeah, that is true. But the thing so I guess I mean I can't say that I'm sad to see Spencer to leave or Sarah Bond. I think they really kind of fumbled it as of late. When it came to it, because like I
feel like they did what they could.
Well, the marketing was very confusing. Like the biggest one I think was the most recent one when they were saying everything's an Xbox. It's kind of like,
oh yeah,
kind of.
But I don't know if that's on them or like the higher ups.
No, it was them. They were the ones that made that idea up to try to show that disbursement. So I mean, I understand why they would want to do why they want to see change. And I think it's very fair for anyone who wants to see the level of change that they're wanting to see Microsoft, because I don't want Microsoft to fail or Xbox to fail. Because
no, at all.
You want to have competition in this kind of field. You don't want one strong company like Sony or something to be there, or Nintendo. But Nintendo does whatever Nintendo does, so they'll do whatever the hell they want to do. But the thing that really concerns me is the fact that the person that they thought that was going to be the head of this company, the direction they're wanting to go, is going to be someone that has been working with AI or has been an exec for AI, a big push for AI. Now into this is now the head of their gaming division. I mean,
and no background in gaming at all. Like, at least say you're a gamer. Like, what games you played. Like, prove yourself before you Now, the only thing I could see benefiting putting them there, we cannot forget that the Kinect era of Xbox was ahead of its time. And this would be a good time for it to make some sort of comeback. And I could see AI technology working with that, the generative time before, people start, Gen AI, or oh, AI is bad AI. Okay, tell that to your Twitch stats whenever you go look up your stats on Twitch about your last stream and say AI sucks in.
Well,
but I could see that direction, and I know I'm being like super imaginative and optimistic, and know that Microsoft is never going to take that idea. If you do pay me my money, send me the bag, send CFG half, because I wouldn't even be on this podcast if it wasn't for him. Pay us for the idea of bringing the Kinect back with some sort of AI. I think it would bring new competition back, especially PlayStation's always promoting their stupid VR games and the VR headset. I don't mean to call it stupid. It's just whenever I see a new game get announced, it's just for VR. I'm like, all right, I'm no longer.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a twitch. Yeah. There's a little bit of a twinge when that happens. I don't think it's just you, but I will say I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly, but Abda One Rahim says that Microsoft needs cash, and Micro-Soft needs cash. It's just funny. Yeah. I don't think that they're needing cash. I think what it is that they don't care about their gaming division anymore. They don't, because their biggest focus especially when you see the moves that they're doing, especially when they're bringing their president, the president that's coming in is going to be that has a strong background on Microsoft AI, and you know for a fact that Microsoft is pushing their AI stuff even more, actually doubling down, and now to a point that it's causing friction to their partner OpenAI, because they're wanting to do something even more than what they were planning on, more than what they were planning on. I just think that their focus is just completely away from their gaming side, and I think what made it worse was when Phil Spencer did that deal with Activision Blizzard that caused Microsoft to kind of get into that blip of like being more controlling over that side, because I mean they're not going to just give 80 something or 60 something billion dollars to a different division within Microsoft and not wonder what they're going to do and what's their return profit back on that. Because like if they wanted to do anything, if Microsoft wanted to do anything, get out of the console gaming business completely, and then just focus on being 100% publisher.
Like if they really were that down bad for money, they would have given up on consoles a long time ago.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, like it's really weird. Like I just think that we don't know what direction they're going to go. I mean, I think their direction is going to be heavily strongly to the side of artificial intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
But and I think the thing, because the way that they're putting the narrative that Phil Spencer is retiring and they're not saying anything about Sarah Bond is because I think they knew they weren't going to have Sarah Bond wasn't going to be taken over a long time ago. I think they were.
Oh yeah, I think even she knew she wasn't going to stay.
Oh, that's why she left, because like I bet you she got someone. They said we're going to go this direction. This is the direction that we're wanting to go, and then she's like, I'm not going to stay on board on this. I think that's exactly what happened. Yeah. But like
her leaving is either, I don't want to say it's like a doom signal, but if. And this is a very big if her leaving is a sign that Microsoft is about to take the leftist turn I have ever seen in my life, then yeah, I wouldn't blame her for leaving either. Mm-hmm. But if it's actually good and she felt that she would not, felt kind of out of place with bringing that charge forward, then I could understand her leaving. But I feel like her leaving means that we're about to see Microsoft fumble hard, and I don't want them to. I feel like the fumbling is coming.
Yeah, the fumbling is definitely going to be coming, and I think it's just going to. I think a move like this makes it feels worse, and then it just feels like it just came out of nowhere. When a person retires this abruptly to because usually
they're not even done with their fiscal year yet, right?
No, the fiscal year isn't even won't end until the end of this month, actually. So so I think that when a person that high up decides to retire and only gives 2 days of notice to show the official announcement, something went down. Something clearly went down to a point for him to abruptly announce this, because
I need someone who got laid off to come out and say something, unless y'all are under NDA, which I highly doubt.
Oh, I bet you. Well, even now, I mean, because the way all this happened, because this happened late Friday night. Then they announced it. Then they're saying, "Oh, on Monday this is gonna be his last day," and all this stuff. Sarah Bond is gone. He's just we don't even know what where she was. So we went to her office and her stuff is all gone. It's all boxed up already. I don't know, but it just seems so weird that all this happened in just in a matter of 3 days. Though, so Monday's he's gonna have to say something. I mean, or something eventually. I don't know, man, but it's crazy. Abda1 says, I think the fumble is Windows 11 and gamers like me whom are moving away. The issues are controlling your information. That is one part of it. I will agree. And I mean, Windows 11 is, for me personally, has been one of the most atrocious operating systems I have ever used, because it's so invasive, thanks to Copilot, as well as a lot of things. It's forcing me to learn Linux. Essentially, that's the one good thing I guess I'll give it for Windows 11 is the fact that it's teaching me to do a different operating system. So, and they didn't see the community switch. Which is true too. But it's weird. I just think that their vision, I think the direction that Spencer was going to the division of what Microsoft was going is so polar opposite that they needed to have a change. So to get to that point, they needed to get to the point where something's got to give. Clearly, Spencer would be the one that's going to be the most, that would be the one that would lose at 100% of the time, because there's no reason for a company to decide to spend billions of dollars on buying so many different studios, and then you're going through all these different processes to kind of to become competitive to your rival with Sony and Nintendo and stuff, and then all of a sudden at the end of the day, because your idea of to be successful was Xbox Game Pass, and y'all were tripling down to make it like convenient, and then when it wasn't, they were doing all these different kinds of things to be like, oh, we need to recoup the benefits of the recoup the losses that we did on Call of Duty 6 by like 200 something million dollars. So I don't know, like when you have these like regulation and stuff that Big Papa Microsoft is giving on you, something's got to give. And I think that's what it was. Like the vision of Spencer does not match the vision of Microsoft. So
yeah, I think we're just about to see like the PS3 era of Microsoft, where people always say the PS3 was a weird time for Sony. Mm-hmm. Great games, but a weird console. And I think we're about to see the same thing with Microsoft, where it's just like solid-ish company, but some weird moves.
You know what I think? I think it's going to be worse than that. I think it's going to be when Atari thought.
Are you thinking like the Atari crash?
I'm thinking about the Atari crash. That's what I'm thinking.
I hope it's not that bad.
Yeah, because Atari was the one that thought that they were the big dog, and then I just feel like this is where that's heading. I don't want to be pessimistic about it, but you can't. I just don't see any way to sell the public about AI, let alone in gaming. And then top of that, trying to sell it and then try to tell them that the gains for them to keep control of your games or your access or I mean all this stuff with just a lot of different bad stuff to me, and I just don't see how you're going to win the public over to any of this. And now you're adding additional pieces of I forgot what she like Asha did a quote about becoming the head of Microsoft. Let me see if I can find that. But
would you like the full thing?
Yes, please. Because this thing, like at first I was thinking, oh well, it could turn ahead, and then she just kind of lost me on it when I saw it. Do you have it?
Yeah, I can. I'm gonna go ahead and read it.
Okay. You can go for it. Yeah, go read it.
You always got to look at the Reddit files.
The Reddit files. Uh-oh. If the source is the Reddit, then I don't know.
No, it's just the screenshot of the statement on.
Okay. Okay, yeah, because never. Here's the lesson of the day: don't use Reddit as a source. All right, just don't. But okay,
that's
continue.
Actually, funny.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Oh, did someone blip the? Oh wow! I wonder why they got the post taken for it. Don't make me go on The Verge. Ugh.
Wait, am I found The Verge? It's The Verge. The Verge likes you.
They make you subscribe. I'm not paying to read an article. Journal should be free with the option of showing me ads in exchange for being free. Like,
but how will they make money though?
Off the ads.
Yeah, but that's chump change. They want that $5 from you.
Yeah, that $5 subscription that nobody's gonna pay for.
Yep. There we go. Let's see. Okay, here it is. I found it. I got it. Okay. All right. So here we go. Asha Sharma's message to Microsoft, being Microsoft Gaming CEO. Today I begin my role as CEO of Microsoft Gaming. I feel two things at once: humility and urgency. Humility because this team has built something extraordinary over decades. Urgency because gaming is in a period of rapid change, and we need to move with clarity and conviction. I am stepping into work shaped by generations of artists, engineers, designers, writers, musicians, operators, and more who create worlds that have brought joy and deep personal meaning, but to hundreds of millions of players. The level of craft here is exceptional, and it amplified by Xbox, which is founded the belief that the power of games connects people and pushes industries forward. You know what? Okay, I'm going to skip all of this fluffiness.
Now you got to get to the good part.
Yeah,
we will celebrate our roots.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. When I read that, I screamed.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so we will recommit to our core Xbox fans and players, those who have invested with us for the last 25 years, and the developers who build the expansive universes and experiences with that are embraced by players across the world. We will celebrate our roots with a renewed commitment to Xbox, starting with console, which has shaped who we are. It connects us to the players and fans who invest in Xbox, and to the developers who build ambitious experiences for it. Gaming now lives across devices, not within the limits of any single piece of hardware. As we expand across PC, mobile, and cloud, Xbox should feel seamless, instant, and worthy of communities we serve. We will break down barriers so developers can build once and reach players everywhere without compromise. Okay, the future of play. Okay, here we go. To meet the moment. Oh, sorry, there was a typo. To meet the moment, we will invent new business models and new ways to play by leaning into what we already have: iconic teams, characters, and worlds that people love. But we will not treat those worlds as static IP or milk and monetize, which is bullshit. We will build a shared platform and tools that empower developers and players to create and share those stories. As monetization and AI evolve and influence this future, we will not chase short-term efficiency or flood our ecosystem with soulless AI slop, which is also bullshit. Games are and always will be art crafted by humans and created with the most innovative technology provided by us. The next 25 years belong to the teams who dare to build something surprising, something no one else is willing to try, and have the patience to see it through. We have done this before, and I'm here to help to do it again. I want to return the renegade spirit that built Xbox in the first place. It will require us to relentlessly question everything, revisit processes, protect that work, and be brave enough to change what does not. Thank you for welcoming me into the journey, Asha. You know, it'd be funny if there is a PS. What is an Xbox? would be perfect. Would have been the perfect ending for this. Oh, okay. So. Yep, so there you have it. This is pretty much what you would expect for, being a top brass person. But some of the things that really kind of got me is the last one about AI. As monetization and AI evolve in the influence of the future, we will not chase short-term efficiency or flood our ecosystem with soulless AI slop. You already did. Call of Duty 7 is already listed on top of one of the craziest ones. So what are you talking about?
Here's the thing that got me about gaming living across devices, like as we expand across PC, expand where? Because Steam is still dominating the PC market.
Yes. I know.
There's no, that's pretty ambitious to say, oh, we're going to expand across and then do what?
I don't know what that means. And none of it really, to be honest with you, it really doesn't satisfy confidence that what your plan is for Xbox, for the Xbox brand.
She did not state what Xbox plan actually is. This letter is just full blown crowd control.
It is. To be fair though, it is day one for her. It's just now you could say she could have said the right things, but I still wouldn't believe it. So I mean, to be honest with you, because it's just the direction of Microsoft is right now. It just is. It's a mess. So we don't know where it's going to go, and plus mixture with everyone's hatred for my profound hatred for Copilot, and then the fact that their AI is just going through the AI deal. It's they're saying, "Hey, no, you'll like it." They're trying to force it to the public, which is who has been unsoundly saying, "We don't want this," but you keep on pushing as if we will. So I don't know. Uh, I don't know, dude. I like I said, it's glad. I mean, I'm sorry to see Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond leave, but at the same time, I think I think I'm at a point where there's no there's I will not be surprised if anything if it gets worse with Microsoft itself, or let alone Xbox. So we'll see.
And I feel bad feeling this way because, she is a woman of color. I kind of hope that if something goes left, this does not make that specific crowd go wild.
Yeah, that's true. But like, you know what? I'm not saying I hate Xbox. I will openly play a game from Microsoft if it's a good game. But
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't have any I don't have any expectations for that to happen. Not anytime soon. I mean, so
yeah, my expectations are very, very low for anything claiming to be an Xbox IP meant to bring gaming to the next level.
Yeah. And you say AI, people think layoffs. That's very true. And now AI is now like the word AI already constitutes is a negative connotation of anything you say at this point. It's nothing good that ever really comes out from anyone saying, "Oh, the AI did this." People will be on pitchforks and fire, just saying, "Hey, someone's job just got lost because you used it," which is not false.
That's not always the case.
But still, it's just like, come on. But it's a troubling time. That's all I'm saying. So, anyways, so there you go. Microsoft is making some moves. Good or not, we don't know. We'll see. We'll see here in the next near future to see if anything changes. Okay, Pop. We're doing something a little different, so this is going to be very interesting. Let's see if this is going to be
I'm just going to go success. In the order that they were pulled.
Okay, so there were so many topics that happened this week that we decided, you know what, and Smitty isn't here. We decided to just go do a randomizer of what we should talk about on the next two. So Pop did a randomizer, and we are so she knows what the topics are. I have no idea what they are. So we're going to see if I can respond correctly, or if I have any idea, or if I'm just a dum and not know it all. So let's go with it. Pop, why don't you bring it? What's the second topic?
It's funny that you mentioned layoffs, since PlayStation just came out with their most recent acquisition horror story, where Bluepoint Studios is shut down. For those that aren't familiar with Bluepoint Studio, they have pretty much became masters at making some of the greatest remasters and even remakes for some of the PS5 exclusives. One notable one being the Demon's Souls remakes that came out, and a couple of other games as well. I think what's interesting about this is that their most recent work was 5 years ago, and I'm like, what have they been doing within these past 5 years? And if they were working on something, what did we lose? And this comes out just after PlayStation announces the remake of the original God of War trilogy at their State of Play, which you'll find out we talked about that in the last podcast meeting that we had. It's interesting because you have a company that literally dominated the remake scene for a little while. And by dominated, I mean, I don't think any other company has received that much praise for doing remakes and remasters in the way that Bluepoint Studio has. I could be wrong. I just know whenever they've done something, they've always, they always receive nothing but praise, good works, etc. I don't want to be the one to say it, but I would not be surprised if PlayStation's live service blips is the reason for the closure of the studio.
It's funny,
which follows the closure of Firewalk Studio back in 2024. Whenever Concord launched, and they were like, studio's closing, and the Concord thing, it still feels fresh. I mean, it was almost 2 years ago, and it's fresh in our minds. Um,
Probably because it failed so massively. That's why.
yeah, probably. I don't mean to laugh, but it's just thinking about it, I was like, wow, this going on 2 years, and it almost feels like it happened a couple of months ago, honestly.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned about that because that's exactly why it shut down. Is because of it.
Yeah.
It shut down because the game that they were working on was a God of War live service game. And
Oh.
what sucks, this is because there's two factors of this. Blue
Hmm.
Point Games is known to make remakes. They're known to make story driven games, and they've known that's what their history of Blue Point is. Like prior
Yep.
to them, I think they got bought by Sony 5 or 6 years ago, if my memory serves correctly. I could be wrong, but like
It would have to be like right before the PS5 because they did the Demon Soul. I mean,
yes,
yeah, they did the Demon Soul remake. So it would have to be like what, 2019,
yeah,
2020 when
2019,
they got bought. Yeah,
yeah,
2019, somewhere around there.
around that age, around that era. You're right. But like, look at the list. Okay, so here's the list of games that Blue Point Games has done throughout their history. There was the most popular one was their Demon Souls that came out in 2020. But then you also got Shadows of the Colossus, the remake, Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, Gravity Rush. The Metal Gear Solid HD collection that happened on the PS3 a long time ago, Eco and the Shadow of Colossus, God of War collection. They made Flower. I mean, if you remember that.
Yeah.
And then they also did the port for Titanfall for the Xbox 360, as well as the PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. Where in this whole list does it show that they've known that they do live service games? Like, period, for one. Secondly, what's worse is the fact that like this, because of this focus that PlayStation had, and this is probably because of the original person that was pushing the what was it, 7 or 8 different that they were different live service projects, because they thought that all like they don't, I mean, they were kind of going in a scorched earth kind of policy, which is basically not all of them have to succeed. We just need that one golden nugget to succeed, and that's all, and it's worth all those other failures. And so far, the only one that succeeded was Helldivers 2, which basically their studio was designed for that. You know, they were designed. It was designed to keep that kind of load and stuff. Not trying to get another studio who doesn't know or isn't familiar with this live service kind of feel, let alone seeing the graveyard history of all live service games, which goes the same way, all go the same way. There isn't one that just says, you know, we made enough money, we're just going to shut this down. None of them do that. It's until they get to a point where it's not profitable to leave it open and keep on going. And you got rid of a amazing studio that does so many good things on remasters and remakes, and then mixed with your library, Sony's library of old IPs that could have been remastered or remade, and have professionals. And this studio is not that big. It's only 70 people, which is worse.
Yeah.
So it is dumbfounded. I am dumbfounded by this, because I was just like, this is so awfully messed up. This is like this shutdown is probably the worst shutdown for a studio that has done so much crazy stuff, like has done so much crazy stuff for other brands, and shows time after time after time again that they are very good at what they do. But then y'all were going focusing on live service games. Their history is irrelevant, and you're gonna just wipe them off the face of the planet because your stupid God of War live service is now canceled. Then you still have another one. You have Fair Play that's still going, and this game is still like, we have nothing about this game. We know this game is going to be done. This game? I will not be surprised this game is going to get canned. I don't even know why that they're still going under this false pretense that, oh, well, we're still working on it. We got the creator of the studio that was originally for it is now gone, because we basically let her go, and then now we're just starting from scratch. I don't know, man. It really pisses me off. This one really did hurt. And
and it's not just PlayStation that does it. There's this weird trend where they are acquiring studios before doing something innovative. And it's been an ongoing pattern. And the collateral damage isn't the failing game, isn't the players that got to deal with the game that failed. It's the developers and the companies that, get acquired under these companies that have to take the full brunt of it.
Right. Right. And then the developers, yeah, you're right. The developers, the programmers and stuff that are underneath this thing of like praying to God praying to God that they have a job at the end of the day, even though the game is successful, but they didn't make enough to the money, their expectations, that they'll still shut down the studio. It's like, what's the point of even being a part of a AAA studio at this point? There's no gain for you anymore at this point for it.
It's almost like wasn't there like a Prince of Persia game that Ubisoft had come out, and then they like let the studio go. The game did well.
The game did well, but they didn't hit the expectations that they're wanting to.
Yeah.
That Ubisoft needed to make to say, quote unquote, make a quote unquote profit from it. So like it's dude, it's just so, it's at the point that it's tale as old as time. It's like the thing that's going to keep gaming up and relevant is indies. Smitty has always said it like for a long time, but now it's so much more prevalent now than it ever is, that we know that the big companies like with Sony or any of these studios, their time could be coming. Like, I will not be surprised if Ben's studio may just disappear one day because it's not profitable to them, even though they make banger story-based driven games. It's so freaking
right.
Oh my god, yeah, it's so frustrating. Monolith Studios, like what Abda just said, like, yeah, it's another good example of it. Just like they were a really great studio until WB decides to shut that sucker down. So like, I don't know, it's just wow. I don't even know, man. It's so frustrating. It's just so frustrating, man. But anyways, I hope everyone else get on their feet. Although is Bluepoint, is it Korean or is it a Japanese? I can't remember.
I want to say Korean, but let me double check.
Yeah, because like I don't know. It's just if you're like, it's so evidently clear that people are just they're chasing the money, which is fine. You're chasing the money, but you're just
it says it's in Austin, Texas. What the heck?
Oh wow. Okay, well there you go. That is even worse. Jeez. That's all. Yeah.
Yikes.
That is so frustratingly mad. Like angry. Like for all that service, it's like, oh, well, we're gonna shut your studio down. We're not seeing a gain for it. It's like, okay, you can just F off at this point. So, but anyways, yeah, I cannot believe that. That is so wild. Anyways, okay, so what's the last topic, Pop? What do you got?
It gets worse.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. No. When I said I should have known that these two were gonna get picked, I was not joking.
All right.
It is official. Saudi Arabia now has full control of Evo. If y'all don't know what Evo is, Evo, especially Las Vegas, is sort of like the Grammy event of the FGC. It is it's like the Super Bowl of the FGC, and now it has been fully co-opted by Saudi Arabia. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it's funny. I was looking at this thing. Austin is dead. It's like, I guess all that's left that I know of that's in Austin is BioWare, but we already know BioWare is on the pulse of like has their finger on the pulse right there. So
even with the shift, organizers are saying that Evo's, quote, traditions, values, and identity will remain unchanged, and that Evo has officially entered a new era. Since I think it's Kidia now owns Evo, The event schedule is the same, so everything that they announced last year is uh the same. I think it was Guilty Gear Strive,
Mm-hmm.
Tekken, Street Fighter, Under Night,
Fatal Fury.
one of the they had like announced a bunch of different games, and we get to vote which games ends up on the main stage. Um,
Wow.
yeah, I'm kind of speechless that this has happened because Sony puts in a lot into Evo, and you would have thought that Sony would have just bought it all together since the PS5 it's what gets used at Evo anyway.
I mean, Sony only recently picked it up maybe 4 years ago, right? And
yeah,
like, man, okay, it's kind of weird.
and
okay, oh, I'm sorry. Go for it.
For those wondering, it gives Kitty a full control over Evo's global operations. So even Evo Japan and Evo France are subject to this broader push that Kitty wants to take with global gaming and their esports initiatives. It
So
it's such a weird acquisition that has happened. I'm pretty much speechless because the leadership is saying that things will be stable, the traditions will remain the same, and I'm like, is it?
No, I don't believe it one bit.
I don't believe it at all.
I don't believe it one bit because of two things. One thing is the fact that Evo prices have gotten insane as of late. So
I think this is the highest they've been in my lifetime.
There's not going to be any deals. There's not going to be any last minute specials. You are going to be dishing out a grip just to even if you were interested in wanting to go to Evo this year. It is insanely expensive. It's not even like back in the day. I don't know if anyone is part of the FGC or was a part of the FGC, and when I'm saying back in the day, I'm thinking like 2010s and stuff. Evo was very cheap to go to. Like, it was not to a point it was like I think you may have spent $125 for 3 days for like ticket, registration, and all that stuff and everything. You're hitting close to over $200 to $250 now. Just on one game, and the game pools are not even the problem. The thing is the registration cost. The registration costs like over $100 and something now, just on the registration alone. So let me
and then to register for the games, it's in like $10 to $15 a piece. Yeah, $10 a piece.
Yeah, so it's like that has never changed. That has always been the same. But it's the
but it's the other prices. So like, if you want to go for all 3 days, I believe you have to pay like $200. And if you're competing, most people are competing in like 3 different games. You're paying I didn't pay that much for TwitchCon last year.
Well, here's the thing, though, that makes it really annoying. See, this is one of the biggest open bracket fighting games tournaments. This is the biggest open bracket fighting game. So you don't need to be invited. You can, if you're a gamer and you're a gamer that plays in fighting games and not like sponsored, you can openly just walk in, register, and go into the tournament and see it. 9 times out of 10, the people are going to win. Going to be the pros. But but it's you're wanting to figure out how good you are. You can gauge to see if you're good or not. So okay, here we go. So right now, base price to go to Evo for a normal badge is $238, and then the late registration which is going to be May 5th to May 25th, is going to be $269. So then on top of that, they don't tell you this right now. Las Vegas has a brand new tax that is an entertainment fee tax, which costs $27 additional on that. So you're going to be easily dishing out over $300 just to go to a tournament that you're going to lose. like let's just be straight.
Oh, and not even if you're going to compete. If you're just going to watch, you're paying $300 and something to go watch it, support whoever you want to support. You got to pay for your plane ticket and hotel.
Yeah,
that's too much money.
If I'm
spending $300 to go to a place, I'm spending that $300 to go to something huge like GDC Con, like GDC over in
San Francisco.
San Francisco, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't remember if it was San Diego or San Francisco or San Fran.
California. Let's just say California.
Yeah, it's in over in Cali. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it is just ridiculously, stupidly crazy expensive, and on top of that, it's no surprise that Riyadh was the. I mean, we already knew that they were quote unquote partners for a short bit of time, and it clearly means that Sony's just don't want to just get their hands completely off of it, which is fair. I mean, that's fine. But the fact that now that they have 100% full control, now the big two, now they because Saudi's vision is they're wanting to make it the video game capital, the place for all these like gamer world, in its sense. So they needed the biggest thing to do it. Am I like? I am not going to. Well, despite the fact that the game, it's not worth me even going to this anymore. Unfortunately, because I was going there to for coverage and stuff, but now it's not even worth it for me to do that. And then now the fact that I've always been kind of 50-50 with the like impartial about with the Saudis thing and my own personal feelings about it, and I'm not a fan of it personally. I don't. It makes me not. It doesn't. It really doesn't make me incentivize myself to go to ever back this event anymore. And there's so many other better events to go around. So many events that are more local, because it's now weird that you can now say that you have to go to a local tournament or a championship tournament now, and EVO's not a part of that name anymore. It's Combo. I mean, there's so many Combo Breaker CEO.
There's Combo Breaker CEO.
Yeah,
I'll be a CEO.
Yeah, I'm going to be going to Texas Showdown. Frosty Fausting. Yeah, so that's going to be. There's so many other better ones that I'm going to go with. They're more reasonable to go around. The one in Texas Showdown in Houston is coming up, and I'm going to probably I'm going to go there. First time I've ever been there. Looking forward to that.
This makes me wonder how Arc World Tour is going to go, because Evo places you to be able to compete in that. It is one of the qualifying tournaments, and I don't know how that's gonna.
Well, you can skip that. I mean, it's not like you have to go to Evo for the. I mean, it's a place where you can do.
Well, yeah. It's a place where you do the qualifying, but it's just like that's such a tricky situation. Like if you're a pro player and like let's say you lose at all the other qualifying places, and Evo is the only place you can go.
Evo would be the worst place to go to for it.
Yeah.
Not even for the prize, but the fact that just straight competition. I mean, like Evo's gonna be the most rigorous one to go with, besides the one in Japan, I would say, and maybe. Between the three of them, it would be actually there's going to be 4, right? Because Singapore is 27. Am I right?
Yeah, there's going to be 4 now. Yeah.
So we got So I mean, there are other chances and stuff, but I would probably just skip the qualifier for Evo if it's the last one. If it's the last one, I'd probably just say, you know what, no, not worth it.
I was like, maybe next year. Yeah, this is not my year.
Because not only that you're trying to get into ARC system, the finals, and that the fact you're going to be dishing out a grip, unless you're sponsored, I would understand it. But if not, then there's no reason for you to do it. Because because you're dishing out like maybe like a easy G just to be there for.
It also makes me wonder how much is gonna be going forward.
Like what do you mean?
Because you know how, TwitchCon has been steadily increasing in price. Like this is a huge price spike for Evo. And if it's this bad this year, I wonder how it's going to be in the years to come. Like, is it going to be 2030 where it's going to be like Evo is the most expensive thing to go to because it's $500 just to get in?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's hard to say because to be fair, I think it's not Evo's fault. For one of the things of Evo is that it's not their fault to increase what they're increasing for the registration fee. It's just that the prices for these venues and stuff are getting up there, and it's not like you're going to have to jack the prices up towards it, because the reason why I'm really thinking that it's not really their fault is look at the prize pools. The prize pools have always been shitty.
Yeah.
So like they're still trying to keep up and stuff comparatively to for a competitive esports kind of game, not esports, but a competitive game like that, and you're usually seeing like professionals and stuff to go around and things like that. You're expecting them to get like a ton of money. Like I think what was it? Was it Sonic Fox? They showed how much money that how much he was getting paid monthly It was like not
Yeah.
even a fraction of what he was gonna what he wanted at one of these big tourneys and stuff. You know, it's crazy. Like when it comes to that, but I don't know. Like I honestly don't know. It's like I hopefully they'll find a way to curb that cost to stop putting it over to the consumer, because something's got to give. I mean, because I went to Evo last year, and Evo last year didn't feel like there was as many people as there was in its history. It felt very relatively empty comparatively to what it used to be like. When I'm saying used to, I'm gonna say like maybe 2 or 3 years before it. You know, it just seems like
Yeah.
a little crazy. So yeah, but anyways, it sucks. Well, hopefully, maybe if you know what, maybe this buyout could possibly get the prices down. Maybe that they would bite the registration costs and stuff a little bit better. I don't know. It's hard to say. We won't find out until 27 on what their plans are for Evo. So yeah, but anyways,
Hopefully, we don't see games getting cut over, political reasons. But yeah, we won't know until it's time to cross that bridge.
political wise, I feel like there might be games that are also going to be like, like for instance, like I don't see in my mind if Fatal Fury, if they're not making the sequel to Fatal Fury or something, I think I won't be surprised if Fatal Fury is going to be there next year. like at all, because of where it's going to be at. So we'll see. We'll see how it is. Although, to be fair, high end Fatal Fury is fun to watch. I will say that it is a great thing to watch. To see people that know what they're doing. It's actually hilarious. So, and I am looking forward to the Nightmare Geese DLC. So there you go. I'm a fan. but anyways, folks, thank you for listening to the CFG Game Cast. Thank you for being a part of the conversation. As always, we will be back again next week with a whole new set of different kinds of series and topics. So if you did miss out on this episode, that is perfectly all right. We do release it on all podcast services at the beginning of each and every week. So there is absolutely no reason to miss out on our sexy voices. Ooh, since he's not here today, it's going to be me. Ooh. But guys, also check out our website, confreaksgeeks.com, with some other awesome reviews and content like that. And also check out our anime podcast, Anime Nokori, our first episode about Gachi Akata. Really good one. It's animenokori.com. So once again, this is Pop and Davis signing out. Y'all, take it easy.
Easier.
Alrighty, sounds good. How many do you go to each year? How many? What are you talking about? Fighting events? Not really that many. Like now, I only go to maybe one. I am.
I probably go to like one or two. It's hard to like try to go to that and then try to go to something else like PAX or like MomoCon. Like stuff costs money.
Yeah, especially Well, PAX is definitely going to be the mecca, because PAX was a great experience last year. Can't wait to do that this year. Yeah, like I usually go to Evo. I don't usually go to other ones. I've gone to Evo quite a bit, like probably 7 or 8 different times. But like I've never been to like CEO, Texas Showdown, Combo Breaker, all the other events that are around in the U.S. My goal is to probably do at least either CEO or Combo Breaker this year, so we'll see. But Evo's absolute no. I probably am done with Evo. Smitty's probably going to start doing Evo because he lives there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it is not. I just like, I don't know how someone can enjoy themselves, like you said, like as a fan of like just a regular viewer. Like you're not even in the tournament. You're telling a person of just to watch people for this event is going to cost you $250 or $275. It's going to be like really give or take close to $300. It's crazy to me.
And people are going to think, why do that when you just watch the stream?
Yeah, I know, right? It's so much easier. Blizz is my weakness. You're talking about BlizzCon? Yeah, I did BlizzCon a long time ago. I don't know if they're not back yet. Wait, they said they're planning on coming back in 2027. So
yeah. I think this year is the skip year.
Yeah, last year was a skip year too. So
Oh yeah, it was.
yeah, so yeah, I don't know what they're planning on doing with this. I mean, guess who owns that though? Microsoft owns it, so who knows what they're planning on doing? Next year might be a
Yeah,
skip year as well, so who knows what's gonna
I
happen?
hope not.
Oh man, dude, I don't know. It's such a bleak time for it, but hopefully they don't. You're right. So, anyways, Pop, why don't you rate out? I rated last week, so why don't you
Was it
rate
you
us
that did it
out?
last week? I thought
Yep.
I did.
Oh no, you're
Oh,
right.
okay.
Was it Seti?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Yeah,
No,
you.
we went to Bianca.
Oh, you're right.
Idios and Anka. Yeah, we went to Anka last week.
Oh, you picked up Warhammer this year. You're right. That was you. That was you. You're right. Okay, so that's me. You know what's funny? Okay, so the not funny, but the one I'm waiting on is that Warhammer RTS that's from Total War. That one is the one I'm
Oh
looking
yeah.
forward to. I cannot wait. So Games Workshop do an event. I don't know if they have. Well, they have to do an event if it's Warhammer. They like. I refuse to believe that they do not have an event that's going to be like celebrating Warhammer. They've been around forever. Let's see. Let's see who's available. I never played the tabletop game of Warhammer, so I don't know. I'm not really knowledgeable on that. So, let's see. May Koshi, I did before. Hey, let's rate out to Casadia. He's playing Tekken.
Oh, Kesa?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kesa. He's just starting his stream, playing some Tekken. Really cool variety streamer. Giant Persona nerd. Although I do want to steal his jacket. That's the one thing. That was a tight jacket he had. That was that Persona 3 jacket. Yeah, Pro Casada. Wow, it's
The
not
wild
letting
thing to say before you raid someone. Yeah, like I definitely want to steal a jacket.
me. That would be kind of funny. It's like David's going to steal your jacket. There you go. Okay, we're gonna raid out to Kesa. I can never say his name, Casadia, but he goes by Kesa.
Oh,
But guys,
quesadilla.
Quesadilla. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? Quesadilla.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just a
Yeah.
weird way of spelling
Like the
it.
food. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, guys, show some love to Kesa. He is a really cool streamer who's playing some Tekken 8. If you're going, I think he does community for that. So if you're a good Tekken player, check it out, man. But guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Abda, real awesome talking to you. I hope we see you again next time. Y'all have a great rest of your Sunday night. Peace out.
Take care, y'all.
Gone. Oh. Streaming soon. Damn it.
Oh, he just booted up.
He just booted up. Well, people gonna wait.
Find the more the merrier.
What up? What up?
But I am going to slide on out of here.
Alrighty. You don't work tomorrow, do you?
I work from home, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if I play some tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. I will see you later.
See you later. Take it easy.
See you.